Hey you guys, welcome back and I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is sort of a follow-up video for my Age Rewind Concealer that I reviewed a few months ago, and there I mentioned something about the Superstay Foundation being equally good in coverage and how I prefer that over the caramel concealer. So the reason why I decided to make this video now is because I've used the caramel concealer halfway through and I feel like now I have enough reasons to validate my thoughts that I have said in the caramel concealer review, so the Age Rewind Concealer review. So yesterday we are going to be talking about these two products. The first one is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and the second one is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. Both of them are available online, offline too, and Maybelline is a very widely available brand. The Superstay Foundation retails for 750 rupees for 30 ml of product, while as the Age Rewind Concealer retails for 620 rupees for 6 ml of product. So if you calculate and divide the prices, the Superstay Foundation is 25 rupees per ml, while as the Age Rewind Concealer is 103 rupees per ml. So yes, that is a big difference, and technically this foundation is 1/4 the price of this concealer, like what you would pay for equal quantities, and that is a big reason why I'm making this video too. So let's move on to the details now. This comes in an airless pump packaging. I ripped apart the sponge. I did not find the sponge to be easy for application. I found that I was constantly anxious about using up too much product and the sponge absorbing a lot of it too. So yes, I removed it, and it's not the easiest thing in my collection, but it's workable now. While as the Maybelline foundation is a foundation, so it comes in a pump, it's convenient, but then I do have to use a brush to apply that and I cannot use anything else. So both of these have their inconveniences. This might be a little better considering there are not a lot of people that complain about the sponge, but I have issues. I'm just gonna mention them. I do not find any of these easy, but they are not particularly difficult either. The Age Rewind Concealer is available in 9 shades and so is the Maybelline foundation, so no one is really winning, but that also means that if you're not able to find your shade in this range, then maybe you can try to find something in this range. After these two, there are only 2 shades in both ranges available that are darker. It's not the best range, but if you have to work with the things that you're given, then yes, there are 2 more options beyond these shades. The Superstay foundation is in the shade Golden 312 and the Age Rewind Concealer is in the shade Caramel. This one is slightly lighter than this one, like a shade lighter than this one, which is probably the reason why I tend to gravitate towards this, because this is a highlighting concealer for me. But if I'm using a foundation that is darker to my skin tone, then this is a good highlighty shade. I just feel like this is way too close to my skin tone and I prefer something that is even lighter. So yeah, those were the shade descriptions. Coming on to the application, the Maybelline Superstay is very dry. More than feeling dry, it dries out very quickly, so you have to work with the foundation very quickly. And the Age Rewind Concealer is a normal concealer consistency. I feel it gives you enough time to work with the concealer, while as the Maybelline one, you definitely have to work a little quicker if you are wearing a base underneath. So for me, I use my sunscreen, and my sunscreen isn't matte. It gives me enough time to work with my foundation, and I do not find it ever be too dry for me. Obviously, if I have to rush out and I just grab maybe a mattifying primer, then the Maybelline foundation is gonna be hell, and in that instance obviously the concealer would be a better choice. But I just have never felt this necessity to gravitate towards the concealer over the foundation, be it any reason. The coverage that they give are very similar, which also makes me think, if I'm getting a lot more product at the price that I'm paying in the foundation, is there really a need for me to go to the concealer? I don't think so. So if you have to precisely talk about the finish, this is mattifying, this is very matte. This also dries down matte. This is not glowy by any means, but yeah, you just get a little more work time with this one than this one. Coming on to creasing, both of these crease similarly, to be honest. Maybe the foundation is slightly less creasy. It's not a big difference. You're not gonna be wowed about it, so just don't bother. I personally have dry skin and yet I tend to prefer this. That is partially or mainly because of the base that I use, so my sunscreen. Obviously, if you have a certain skin type where your under eyes are very dry, yeah, go for this. This is gonna be easy for you, but I just feel like you can give this one a try, see how it works out for you. That's just my opinion. If you want to choose based on environment, then using this one in humid and hot weathers would be better, and using this in winters and cold weathers would be better. And also the foundation does oxidize quite a bit, the concealer does not, so if that's another big factor for you, choose accordingly. The staying power on both of these also does not differ that much, so yeah, my point is, if you are able to work with this, this is way better choice than this one. So yeah, that's my conclusion, and I will insert the demo section right now just to prove that this one works equally well as this does. So yeah, cue that right now. So yes, that was the demo section. I hope it was helpful. There is not a lot of conclusion to this video other than saying that I prefer this over this, and after I finish this, which I will probably finish this very quickly, I'll probably not be purchasing this. While as this, I feel like I might actually be willing to repurchase this as soon as this gets over. So yes, that completes this video. I hope this was slightly helpful for you to make your decision. If it was, then leave a like, leave a comment down below too. It would be nice if you could subscribe as well. Share it with the people you feel like could be benefited from this, and yeah, I would be very thankful if you do any of those things. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.